really set the mood in my bedroom. Maybe light some candles too if I'm feeling special. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So this week's video is all about self-care, and I'm going to show you guys 5 important tips that I use to maximize my self-care routine. I truly believe that self-care is so important. It's more than just bubble baths and face masks, although those are really good. I firmly believe that if you can't give to yourself, how are you supposed to give to other people in your life? So I hope these tips help. And if you're new to my channel, I'm an actor based in Toronto. I post fun little videos every week, so feel free to hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, number 1, say no. This is something that I'm actually trying to work on because I am such a people pleaser, and that is definitely one of my flaws, 100%. So hard to say no to people, especially someone that you care about and you know that they need something and you want to be there for them. It's just like, you have to take a step back and say, no, I'm choosing myself today. I'm going to be there for me. When you have a lot of things to do, you know you have a lot of things to do, you don't need to add other things onto your plate, even though you know that that person needs you. Not even just like with social life, even at work, at your jobs. Don't take on more responsibility just because you feel like you have to or you don't have a choice. You can say no. And I think that it's so easy when you constantly are saying yes to things to get overwhelmed. And when you get overwhelmed, you get stressed out, you get tense. Just a lot of bad things just happen, and just mentally you just don't feel stable. You just don't feel good. So I think it's important to set your priorities intact. Like, you know, say, okay, this is what I know I need to do, and then this is what I can do if I have time. I hate saying no, because I always want to put someone else's needs before me, but I'm learning to really just say yes to things that I know I truly want to do and that fits with my life and my schedule. Say no, guys. Okay, number 2, cut back on caffeine. This might seem like a really silly one to incorporate into a self-care routine because coffee is delicious. To get black, by the way, no milk, no sugar. I digress. I've always been very much a tea drinker, especially green teas, and green tea doesn't have like that much caffeine in it. And ever since getting an espresso machine, it's been getting out of hand a little bit. Like, my days the past few weeks have just been like really long. So I'll wake up at 6 and have an Americano, and then by like 2-3 p.m. I'll have like another medium or grande. Coffee, mentally it'll make me focus for like an hour. Like, it's great for like a pre-workout kind of thing. But after that high wears off, like, I just feel so sluggish and drowsy, and I just feel so like shaky and like anxious. And that's just me. I know everybody's body is different, but there's so many detoxifying benefits of tea depending on what kind of teas you get, especially herbal teas. And there's just something so calming about drinking a cup of tea. Like, this sounds so weird that I'm incorporating this into my 5 tips, but there's just something so soothing and calming about having a warm cup of tea, and it's so good for you. Especially if you go for the herbal teas, it's not going to make you like shaky and anxious. And this is just coming from my personal experience, but I feel like when I get all shaky and anxious from the coffee, it just mentally screws me over because my mind starts racing and then I can't sleep when the night comes. It's just, and I'm trying lately to just find like this inner peace within myself, and I just feel like coffee just does not help that. At least with me. Tip number 3 for self-care is definitely sleep. Sleep is a beautiful thing. It really is. I am trying to find consistency with sleep, but with my schedule, it's just like all over the place. Like, some nights I'll get like 4 hours of sleep, and then the next night, because I'm so tired, I'll get like 12 hours of sleep. And ideally, I'm trying to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. I think that's like ideal for adults. If you want to be like healthy. A lot of the times lately, it's just been hard to fall asleep, and maybe it's my caffeine consumption, maybe consumption, maybe it's other things, I don't know. What I've been using lately is Sage's Sleep Well Restful Sleep Remedy. It's basically an oil that you roll on to your wrists. You can put it on your temples if you want. I also put it on my throat. It doesn't smell the greatest, I'll be honest, like when you first sniff it. It has chamomile, lavender, and valerian in it, which is another calming herb. Even though it doesn't smell the best, it really does relax you, and it's definitely been helping me sleep. And then sometimes, you know, I'll take melatonin as well, which will help me have a very nice deep sleep, which is really nice. And sometimes I'll even just put lavender essential oil into my diffuser to help really set the mood in my bedroom. Maybe light some candles too if I'm feeling special. Again, like the coffee thing, everybody's body is different. Some people can function on 5 hours of sleep every day. I cannot. I'm just cranky, and I'm just like really easily agitated, and I'm like on edge and just anxious. And in my effort to find just like inner peace and inner calm with everything in my life right now, sleep is definitely key. And when you sleep, you just feel better. Sleep is just an easy remedy to really take care of yourself. So can't recommend sleep enough. Number 4, clean up. I never really cared to really clean my room or make my bed up when I was younger, because I was just like, I'm just gonna come home and like mess it up, especially my bed. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, why am I gonna add more work to my plate when I'm already stressed out enough? But I've learned that clutter actually stresses you out because it increases your cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone. So when you've had the longest day, which I have a lot of long, crazy days, and I come home and my room is a disaster, I just feel even more overwhelmed and exhausted and stressed out. But when I come home and I've had the longest day and my room is just so neat and tidy, and I can come home and just like unfold my sheets and get all tucked in into bed and know that I can wake up to a nice, clean, spacious room, already I just feel like a huge weight just been lifted off of my shoulders. And it's just so relaxing and calming to come home to a nice decluttered space. Okay, maybe I didn't like make my bed up the nicest. I was in a bit of a rush, but I still made it up. So I know that when I come home tonight, I have a nice comfy bed to come home to. But like mentally too, it's just so nice to have a clean, organized space, and knowing where everything is super important, because I already lose my car keys enough as it is. I don't need to be stressing about where my deodorant is. So yeah, so no matter what, I will always make up my bed, always make sure that my desk is super clean and tidy. I hate writing on a messy desk. It's like I get writer's block, and I'm not even like a writer, you know what I mean? So definitely declutter and deorganize and clean up your space. I promise you, it's just gonna make you feel so much better mentally. Okay, last but not least, this one is my favorite one. Find a side hustle. I know what you're thinking. Why am I gonna take on another job when I already have a job that stresses me out? But by side hustle, I honestly don't mean just find something that gives you extra money. Find something that actually gives you intrinsic value. Serious flashback to my second year philosophy class. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, a side hustle doesn't just have to be an extra form of income. It can honestly just be something that you just love doing, something that just adds value to your life. I feel so grateful that I have acting. It's like my art is just like, it's just my life. But when I think about my side hustle, I really feel like it's YouTube, because I love putting out videos for you guys every single week. No matter if you watch it or not, I love putting out videos because it just makes me happy. It just makes me feel good. It adds another layer of value to my life. And I mean, it could be something like doing a paint night with a friend, buying some canvases and oil paints, or picking up a guitar, playing the piano. Not even just art related, but getting active, going to the gym. I took up kickboxing last year because I wanted to try something new. Groupon is a great place to find cool things to go to or cool things to do, and you can even do it with friends too if you don't want to do it by yourself. Like when you put yourself out of your comfort zone, or you do something that generally just makes you happy, that is the best way to take care of yourself, I personally feel, because you're just adding value to your life, you're adding value to yourself, you're growing as a person, you're expanding your skill set. And I really feel like when you have intrinsic value in your life, it just makes being happy and being happy with yourself and what's going on just that much better and that much easier to get through. And I mean, hey, if your side hustle ends up bringing you an extra stream of income, more power to you. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. And hey, if you guys want to share what you love to do to enhance your self-care routine, definitely leave a comment below. And if you guys do like this video, please do hit that thumbs up button, double jointed thumb. And don't forget to follow me on all my social medias at Sarah_DeSouza for Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it really helps you guys. Self-care is just so important, and as I said before in the beginning, if you can't be good to yourself, how can you be good to other people in your life? So take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye.